My name is Lon. I am 17 years old now, but this story begins when I was 10, living in a tiny village hidden deep in a bamboo forest in central Vietnam. Our village had only 20 houses, all made of bamboo and thatch. The forest was our mother. It gave us food, water, shade, and stories. Every evening, when the wind blew, the bamboo stalks rubbed against each other and made a soft whispering sound. Old people said the forest was talking to us, teaching us secrets if we listened carefully. I was born with weak legs. The village doctor said my bones did not grow strong. I could walk, but not far. I could not run with the other children. I could not climb the hills to collect firewood. Most days I sat on the wooden floor of our house, watching the world through the open door. The children were kind at first. They brought me fruits and told me stories. But as years passed, they ran faster and farther, and I stayed behind. Some began to call me Little Sitting Bird. Others forgot to invite me. I smiled on the outside, but inside I felt smaller every day. My grandmother, Ban Noi, was the only one who never looked at me with pity. She was strong like old bamboo, thin but unbreakable. Every evening she sat beside me and taught me to weave baskets from bamboo strips. Her fingers moved quickly while she told ancient tales. One night, after the other children laughed because I could not join their game of hide-and-seek, I cried quietly. Grandmother heard me. She put down her weaving and said, "Lon, do you hear the bamboo forest tonight?" I listened. The wind was strong. The whispering was loud. "Yes, Ba. What is it saying?" "I don't know." She smiled. "It is saying, bend, but never break. Grow tall in your own time. Even the smallest bamboo becomes the strongest flute one day." Then she told me a secret. Long ago, a great musician came to this forest looking for the perfect bamboo to make a flute. He cut many tall, straight stalks, but none had the right voice. Finally, he found one small, crooked bamboo growing in the shadow of giants. He carved it carefully, and when he played, the sound was the most beautiful the world had ever heard. That flute is still played in the royal palace today. She touched my cheek. Lon, you are my small bamboo. The world may not see your strength yet, but I do. From that night, something changed inside me. I decided I would not wait for my legs to become strong. I would become strong in another way. I asked grandmother to teach me everything about bamboo, how to choose the right stalk, how to split it, how to soak it, how to weave tight patterns that hold water. I practiced every day. My fingers bled at first, then grew hard. My baskets became the neatest in the village. But I wanted more. I asked my father to bring me books from the town school whenever he went to sell rice. He brought old, torn books, but I read them all. I learned letters, numbers, history, and English words from a broken dictionary. At night, when everyone slept, I practiced walking with 2 bamboo sticks grandmother cut for me. Step by slow step across the house. When I fell, I stood up again. The bamboo floor knew my tears, but it also knew my quiet determination. Years passed like seasons. When I was 13, the village faced a terrible flood. The river rose higher than anyone could remember. Water entered every house. People lost rice, chickens, clothes. Worst of all, the bridge that connected our village to the town was destroyed. For weeks, no one could leave or enter. Food became scarce. Medicine ran out. A little boy became very sick with fever. The adults held a meeting. Someone had to cross the raging river and walk 3 days to town for help. But the current was too strong. No one dared. I sat in the corner listening. My heart beat fast. I raised my hand. "I will go." Everyone turned. Some laughed nervously. My mother cried, "Lon, you cannot even walk to the end of the village." But grandmother stood up and said, "Let her speak." I said, "I may walk slowly, but I know the forest paths better than anyone. I know where the river is shallowest upstream. I am small, so the current will not push me as hard. And I will not give up." The village was silent. Then the sick boy's mother knelt in front of me and said, "Please try." They made a plan. Father tied a long rope around my waist. If I slipped, they would pull me back. Grandmother gave me her warmest jacket and a bamboo stick stronger than any walking stick. She whispered, "Remember, bend, but never break." Early the next morning, the whole village watched from the bank. I stepped into the icy water. The current pulled like angry hands. My weak legs shook. Twice I fell, but the rope held, and I stood again. Step by step, I crossed. On the other side, I untied the rope and waved. The village cheered so loudly the birds flew from the trees. Then I started walking. 3 days through mud, rain, and forest. My legs hurt more than ever, but I kept going. I sang grandmother's old songs. I talked to the bamboo. "Help me, friends. Lend me your strength." On the third evening, I reached the town. My feet were bleeding inside the shoes, but I found the doctor and the police. I told them everything. They loaded trucks with food, medicine, blankets, and workers to rebuild the bridge. When we returned, the village ran to meet us. The sick boy recovered. Houses were repaired. Life came back. But the biggest change was in how people looked at me. No one called me Little Sitting Bird anymore. They called me Lawn of the Bamboo Heart. The town school heard my story. They offered me a full scholarship. A kind doctor examined my legs and said with special exercises and braces, I could walk better one day. I moved to town to study, but I returned every weekend to teach village children how to read, write, and weave bamboo. Now I am 17. I walk without sticks most days. I am still not the fastest, but I am the strongest in my own way. I won a national prize for my bamboo artwork, baskets so beautiful that museums display them. I speak English well enough to tell my story to foreigners who visit our forest. Last month, a famous musician came to our village. He heard about the old legend and wanted to find special bamboo for a new flute. He searched for days among the tall ones. Then he saw my small garden where I grow crooked bamboo for weaving. He chose one of my smallest stalks. When he carved and played it, the sound floated through the forest like a dream. He said, "This is the purest voice I have ever heard." He gave the flute to me. Now, every evening, I sit among the whispering bamboo and play. The notes rise high and clear. The forest answers back. And I know grandmother was right. We all grow in the shadow sometimes. We all feel small sometimes. But if we bend without breaking, if we keep reaching toward our own light, one day the world will hear our song and call it beautiful. My friend listening to this long story, maybe today you feel like the small bamboo in the shadow. Maybe your legs are weak, or your voice is quiet, or your dreams seem impossible. Please remember me, Lawn. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Weave your basket. Read your page. Take your small step. The forest is whispering to you right now. Listen. It is saying your name. And it is saying, you are enough. Grow tall in your own time. One day, the world will need exactly your voice. I believe in you. The bamboo believes in you. Grandmother believes in you. Thank you for listening. Now close your eyes, hear the wind, and play your own quiet song.